It's stuff. I mean, obviously, this is,
Then we need to call.
Listen, do you guys have Harshman as your engineer?
One of them,
yeah.
Harshman and Whitmer.
Harshman does code
Secondary.
enforcement.
Yeah, secondary.
Harshman does code enforcement. You guys can hire him to be your code enforcement if you want to, that firm, because they do it all over the place. Or, we got a guy, you guys used to have Mark Gordon here, didn't you? You don't
Doesn't
wanna
it
get him
fall,
again?
doesn't it fall, doesn't
Go to Harshman, he won't come back?
Wouldn't it
No, he said he would
fall,
come back.
Did he?
wouldn't
Well, Harshman does code enforcement, or I could, go ahead, I'm sorry, I was in
wouldn't
the,
it fall under
Even if
the,
they authorize him.
building
you
code
still-
guy?
you still need a ticket or
So what
something.
he does, I talked to him, and what he does is, so he got it, and he was waiting, that's what he called to find out if they have the permits from the land, from,
what do we pay him for?
if they're moving dirt, they need a grading permit, that comes
Right.
under the saldo.
yeah.
You have a saldo.
Yes, and there's other requirements under the saldo
And
as
if they
well.
meet, that's what they have to follow. And if they're in violation of the saldo, they should be sent a notice of violation in order to stop work order.
Immediately.
And if they don't fix their violation, then they should be given a citation. But you gotta go through the notice provisions before they can get a citation. And they have to be given a chance to cure under the MPC.
So we need, do we need code enforcement then for that?
You need, okay, so to do that, you can either authorize us to enforce this code, or you can appoint a code enforcement officer and have them do it. And I'm telling you guys, Harshman does code enforcement at a number of places. They do a pretty good job. But if you don't, if
Sure, he
you,
would take the job because he was glad to get this and said he would love to get more work in the town.
He's done work
Oh,
here
yeah.
before.
and they've got a number of engineers, they've got a number of
You
people
guys
to
talked
do it.
about that anyway.
Or like I said, if you want me to do it, I'll be happy to do it too. I don't know what his rate is, it's probably pretty close to ours though, but I don't know. But anyway, if you want, even if you just wanted to get started, I could help the chief, he can help me give the info.
I can issue
And we
citations,
can do, yeah,
but it's gotta be based on information received from a
We
reliable
can
source,
do-
and I'm not an engineer or code.
well, what we can do is, I can help you do a notice of violation under the code, and then I'll need your, what is that number called? We have OTN or something? What's that number that you do?
Yes, they have an
You
OTN.
want me to-
I would need your number to do a
I talked to
citation,
Harshman
but I
about
can
the
do the
other,
notice and
having
everything
come
else.
into the
And
next
we'll get
meeting.
Once,
Darren.
Huh?
if that's what they direct.
Yeah.
Wouldn't it be,
So those are your options. Did you guys hear that?
No.
If you can go with Harshman, or if you want us to start this, I can do the notice and the enforcement,
Well-
and we can use the chief's OTN number for the citation.
Since we can't hire him tonight because he doesn't know anything about it, why don't you do this one and then we'll bring Harshman in. I'll ask him to put a proposal.
Okay.
then it should be taken care of.
Let's make that a motion.
Make sure that they-
What's that?
For them to
To
begin.
enforce
I
the
thought we
salary.
already- I thought we
Who's
already
got the
had
information on
but
this?
they had the solicitor, yeah.
Do it. That was a different issue.
Ed,
Oh.
I'll second.
Ed,
Hold on.
Hang on, we got a motion and a second.
If
Solicitor.
Chief already contacted soil conservation,
Yeah,
they should be able to handle it from there, just to make sure that they, I mean,
I
we
would
shouldn't have to pay
think.
any more money to.
They won't handle the saldo portion.
If-
Hold on.
If there's a violation of this, okay, so if they are grading, and if they're, whatever your saldo says, whether it's cubic yards or acres or however it is, if they're grading without a permit, they should stop until they come in here and file their plan and pay for their permit. That's
Yeah,
all
but that's
we're
the
really
thing,
talking
you don't
about.
know if they have a permit from the Soil Conservation District, that's the #1 permit.
Yeah, but they still need one from us.
Right, but I'm saying you gotta find out if they have that one or not first.
Well, apparently we've been looking for it and can't find it.
Question,
So if they get a stop work order and they have it, it's the first thing they're gonna do is say, hey, we have a permit.
if,
Right,
if
but I can
they,
tell you right now, they don't.
Oh, okay.
I said.
They're doing no erosion and sedimentation control at all.
Yeah.
And that's
No
like
silt,
30
nothing.
acres.
Who's got the details on this location, place, and all that? You know all the stuff, chief? Can I talk to you?
Well, yeah, I'll have
We have it.
how
I
long
mean,
have we had?
provided the office will release the information to me. I can provide it.
Okay.
JD,
question, if, since we don't know if they have permits or not, if they had permits, wouldn't you guys have them? Don't they have to come through
We
here?
don't have them.
If they're either from you or from
Permits
another
came
entity,
through.
governmental entity, don't they have to provide a copy to the township?
Yeah, they should be
So
here.
it's safe to say if there's none on file here, they don't have any, correct?
They didn't ask for them.
Does that make sense?
Okay, hold on. What was the motion for the second? Because I didn't hear it either,
Just to
Attorney.
authorize the attorney to.
the solicitor to work with the chief and deal with it.
Enforce the saldo. That's what we're doing, is enforcing the saldo. If there's no violation, we won't do it. If it goes to soil and conservation.
Yeah, you gotta find
There.
out from them first.
SALP.
Okay, so it's not a
Standalone.
Subdivision.
Subdivision and land use.
To have a solicitor.
Work with,
All right, we have a motion and a second. Who's second?
I second it, Mike made the motion.
Nick, Mike.
Oh, that was a letter to, that's different than a letter to Thomas that you're in, right? That's.
I
That was the other one.
Yeah, that's what we're authorized for.
Hold on, Mr. McCon has a question.
Did they get a building permit yet?
It's at the builders and he hasn't issued it yet. No, he hasn't. Because he's waiting to see if there's the
rest of it.
rest of the permits. That's what there are no.
Got a hold
So
on
he
it.
has no building permit?
He is not. He does not.
And Mike,
You guys have MCS?
What?
You guys have
Yes.
Merrill Ivory?
They're holding the permit because he did not issue it.
Is Pete come out here or Harold?
Pete has come out.
do you understand correctly that this is located in the floodplain as well?
Mhm.
Yes.
So the building requirements are gonna be a lot different.
Yes, that's what he called, yes. So
Floodplain, high quality stream, high pressure gas line.
Gas line going through it.
They hit the jackpot on all of it.
line going through there?
Jackpot.
So what is it?
Huh.
Isn't there a water line going through?
Yeah.
We actually
Water line?
talked about
I think
that
there
at the
is.
last, or when
Yeah.
they got the subdivision, but
I'm not sure what side of the,
we actually put provisions in there for that.
Okay, got a motion and a second. How do you vote?
Mike,
Yes.
Tammy,
Yes.
Kathy,
oh,
Kathy,
yes.
I'm listening, I'm thinking. Yes.
Doug,
Yeah.
Ed.
Yeah.
What, who is the developer? Who-
AG,
AGL.
AGL Real Estate,
AGL
What is it?
Development LLC.
They the landowner too?
yes. It's Mr. Navalny.
Okay.
Yeah, he don't stay down here at the exit.
Yeah,
Matt Navalli.
Valley,
Matt.
no Valley.
Navalli.
AGL Real Estate LLC, is it, Kathy?
AGL Development LLC.
No.
He has another insurance company.
Okey doke. Now we're talking. Sell this from.
All right, Mike.
I think that's it.
Get your life.
Ain't no what.
I think I'm forgetting something, but I don't know. I should write notes. Public comment. Frank.
Ely Road is destined to become a gravel road for a fair bit of distance from the top of the hill down to that first bend there. And I don't know if you've done any conversation about it. I know there's been a lot of problems and efforts have been made to repair all of that, and it came to naught. And that it's gonna be biting us again this year, I think, and I just wanted to initiate, again, the conversation that we're gonna have to do something about that. All their repair work that they did, in my opinion, was useless.
Portion of was.
It just didn't do any good. And so, Ely Road is gonna be a problem, and at the risk of starting trouble, our road guys know how to fix roads. And I just wanted to put that 2 cents worth into our road department.
Anybody else? Yeah.
I don't know what approach you're taking to the tax relief that you were looking to do. But couldn't you follow like the Homestead Act? So the Homestead Act only allows the people to get the money off their taxes if they own the property and they live at the
Come
property.
to the workshop.
Your rentals-
You're on the committee.
Yeah, come to the public workshop.
Just a
We did-
suggestion.
We
talked
actually, we
about.
did talk about that.
Yes.
Yeah, we did.
Put her name down.
I know. You're on the committee.
My committee, too late now.
I got a couple comments or questions. We had an audit done last year. What was the findings on the audit? I mean, I haven't been at meetings, I watched them on video, but what was the findings? Was there any money missing? Was there any misappropriated funds? Was there any surchargeable items found that the supervisor could be surcharged?
No.
When was the findings presented to the board? Was it October's meeting?
No, it was September's meeting, I believe,
I
Dave.
don't know.
Well, there's my question. We're talking about people authorizing a lawyer to check into stuff. Why in November do we have, Mr. Makel, let me find it here. Why in November, November 9th, November 12th, and November 13th, for a total of 6 hours, still going through the surchargeable items? Who authorized it?
This is the same game we played last time. I didn't.
Me
Yeah.
neither.
That's all I can tell you.
Yeah. Which bill's that on, Dave?
It's on, well, it'd probably be December's bill. It's November 9th, November 12th, and November 13th for a total of 6
So Bill, I
hours.
didn't receive a copy of.
For what?
Researching surchargeable items.
I will say this
Nine,
though,
12,
Dave.
and did you, I'm sorry, 13?
November 9th, 12th, and 13th.
I will say this though, Dave. That would have been November. December's whenever we had the agreement, which apparently isn't being held up, that it takes a majority of the people up here to have any billable hours. Because that was one of the bills that precipitated that, you know what I mean?
All right, and my next comment was Ely Road. You know, Ely Road's been the comment and topic for a whole year and stuff like that. Frank just made the comment about having the road department do something with Ely. Well, whenever you met out there with Ely, with, I suppose, the lady from Liquid Fuels and stuff, and I was at the meeting and Mr. Makel recommended that Ed Crashaw be involved in them meetings. Why was Ed Crashaw never involved? Ed Crashaw knew more of what happened and what didn't happen with Ely Road. He should have been involved. No one knows why he wasn't involved?
I don't even know, I don't think I met with the woman.
Well, Maple was out there, Kathy Croft was out there, I believe Mike Smith was out there maybe, I'm not sure.
Yeah, I was there.
I was there that day. Steve was there. I was-
Don't you think it would be a good idea that Ed would have been there?
Maybe, but it's water under the bridge now.
Okay. And then my last comment, are we ever going to get these grievances squared away,
The
straightened
what?
out? The grievances.
I'll tell you what, we had them squared away
Twice.
twice
We've had 'em-
till the union talks to us. We're trying.
Yep.
We're trying to get them
And
done.
every one of
I
them
waited
settled and then it
until the
all
last
changed.
possible day to file that appeal, because we were trying to work on an MOU with these guys to get rid of the comp time, which you guys worked something out. And they didn't get, I don't know how many days we had in between. It was like more than a week, I was waiting to hear back what the issues were with the MOU. They took me right up to the end, until I waited till the last minute before I had to file it. I thought we had a deal, but we don't. What they sent back was, every term was different than what I thought it was.
Any
But
other
we're
public
working
comment?
on it, and I'm trying to stop from going to more arbitrations, but.
Public comment?
I got one. From Supervisor Smith, two-part question, actually. Are you in favor of disbanding our police department? And if so, what's your reasoning for that?
Zach, I made a statement on, and I can't even remember exactly what I said that night. But, no, because I am I'm entitled to my opinion, whether we need a police department or not. And I have an opinion about it. And I stated my opinion. I've made that opinion more than apparent. You know, Ed and I have talked about it. Have we not? Everybody knows how I feel about it. There's umpteen townships around here with no police department. I don't necessarily think, my feelings are that we're gonna end up at a point like North Franklin down the road sometime. Bankrupt. That's my feeling, that's my opinion. But as a public, as sitting up here as a supervisor, I know that if you took a poll, a majority of the people in this township want to keep the police department. So, my feeling is, as a supervisor, I want to be responsible about how we go about hiring, maintaining, and paying for the police department, and keep it affordable so we can have that police protection that you guys want. My opinion is my opinion, and I'm entitled to it under the Constitution of the United States. And I'm going to keep my opinions and make my opinions, whether you people like them or not. I'm here, I'm entitled to opinion, just like you are, just like Dave is, just like Scott is. We have opinions. And I'm going to always have an opinion because that's the type of person that I am. And I'm not afraid to put them out there.
That's fine, I was asking you your
And I'm
position
telling-
as a supervisor.
And I'm telling you, as a supervisor, we are going to maintain this police department to the best of our ability, and I will support those guys because I always support the police, no matter whether it's these guys or the state police. I'm allowed to my friggin' opinion though, and I don't want to be told that I'm not allowed to my opinion. I've been told.
telling you that.
No, I'm not saying you, but it's put out there all over social media, and you were right. You want to hear it? Those words? You sent me a message. You were right.
But to address one of your points, the police department is not going to bankrupt the township because the police department, the last 2 years, I know, have come in under budget.
You know, but that budget, that's a whole nother discussion that I'm not gonna get into at this point on what I feel about that budget and how it's put across. That's not up for discussion right now. We don't have, it's 10:30, I'm not gonna stay here till midnight. I'm just telling you that if we aren't careful, nobody's looking at the future. I've brought this up at a lot of meetings. We are gonna lose tax base with the coal mine coming through. Our numbers are gonna drop, and they're gonna drop steadily. We're already losing tax base with the purchase of homes and the homes that are going to be destroyed and they're going to be taken off the tax rolls. We need to be frugal with the tax money that's coming in. I'm fiscally conservative. I'm always going to be fiscally conservative. And I'm worried about everybody out here in their health, safety, and welfare. Keeping these guys here is what they want. We're going to keep them here for as long as possible. But I am allowed my opinion. That's all I'm going to say.
Well, you're right about the number of townships that don't have police departments. And the future of small municipality police departments is regionalization. And right now is the prime opportunity to go for it. And it would go a long ways toward helping pay for the police department.
If you talk to townships that are in those regionalization programs, they're going to tell you that there's favoritism and there's this and there's that, and it turns into a big friggin' argument.
Doesn't mean it has to.
But it's just like anything else. It's going to, why do we, with everything else that we've got going on here, right now, I do not see it. You can ask the rest of the board, maybe they are, maybe they aren't. But I'm not for regionalization. I'm having a hard enough time dealing with what we've got and keeping up with what we've got.
But you know that Wolf is pushing for a per capita fee for municipalities that don't have their own police department.
And we're not gonna have that problem because we do.
Right now, it's buried in committee.
And maybe at that point,
He's been pushing for that for a while anyway.
yeah.
It's buried right now.
Yeah, it's buried. That's buried so far.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's legalize weed before that happens.
Yeah.
Okay, so was that I'm authorized to pass a resolution?
Yes.
Legalizing marijuana?
Marijuana.
You're moving, aren't you?
Question, you touched about, somebody asked about the grievances and stuff. You guys met, had a couple meetings?
Hey, listen. All the background noise doesn't help. You can hear me, but you can't hear everybody else all the time. Of course, he has a big mouth, so.
All right, so grievances come up. You guys had executive section. Board members and employees met, correct?
Yeah,
Didn't you guys work stuff out?
yeah. We thought we did.
Yeah? No? Oh. Okay, I thought you guys had stuff worked out.
We
And
did, but
then say, what,
it
the
is what it is.
union? Yeah, if that's off limit, if I'm saying that's something I shouldn't have, I'm just saying as I thought you guys got together and sat down and worked stuff out, and if the
So did we.
union, if you're saying the union, you had it all worked out in union stuff, then that's what I didn't understand, because I thought if you guys, the board, and you guys employees worked it out, doesn't the union work at the direction?
It was all right. It was said no suits, and that's what was decided. Right, Ed? No suits.
That's correct.
And then the suits got involved, and now we're back to square
Well,
one.
that's what I didn't understand.
That's what it is.
You know what I mean? I thought it was a good thing you were making progress, and
No more Mr. Nice Guy.
No more, Mr. Yeah.
All right.
Taking the ties are
Any
off.
other, we're going to pieces here. Any other public comment?
Mike, are you able to disclose that company on Greaves Road that wanted to dump?
I can't remember the name. It's the one on the far turn. I honestly can't remember the name, I'm sorry. I know the guy's name in charge of it. His first name is Mert, and that's easy to remember because it's an odd name. It's on the turn. I'm sorry about that. I can get you that information, but I do not know it all.
what's the question?
That's not Peak, is it?
No. It's on out Greaves, it's past the machine gun range on the top.
Okay.
I don't know. I talked to him on the phone and then I turned it over to John and I don't remember the name. Sorry.
Or is when Peak's, I was down there getting water and they was down there dumping a couple times.
Yeah, no, they still have their,
What are they dumping?
theirs is approved. They pump
Yeah.
out the
Shower
house and
units.
shower units and
Yeah.
stuff like that. It's just normal sewage.
And they
Oh,
provide us with
that's why I couldn't hear what she said, that's why I
These
asked
guys,
all the
they make,
questions. I
they
thought
make
were
some
dumping
kind,
on Greaves Road.
they make pellets and do some other things up there and there's John said there's something in their process that he doesn't want in his system. A certain level of it, and they have to come up with a certain they gotta come back with a test.
You're saying they want to dump the sewage plant? Okay, I couldn't hear what she said, that's why I said, I thought she said
Right now,
somebody's dumping on Greaves Road.
until they can prove to us that it's safe to put on our system, we're not doing anything.
Two?
Yeah, two more. Your office hours. Now that you've got two people in there, can't you open this office again on Friday? I've had people go, in fact, I know my daughter-in-law was down here Friday for her digest stuff, and nobody will answer the window.
for her.
You're hurting the residents.
9 times out of 10, we go ahead and answer the phones and we go ahead and answer who's at the window.
She said she was here Friday morning and, well, she may not have knocked, she saw the sign that says you're closed
No,
on
usually,
Friday.
we see somebody come in, we usually answer it.
And now you'll have cameras so you can watch them come in.
If we got
Okay.
two people in the office, we
Wait,
should
I got
consider
I got one more.
amending that.
Go ahead.
Tammy, I heard you say a couple times that when we ask certain questions, I'm out of town, I'm out of town. You're in charge of the office, so are you always available for these
Yes.
girls when they have questions?
Yes, I have my phone and I email from phone. I do answer my phone all the time for them. I answer it when I'm in the barn, in the car. You can ask my daughter, because she's tired, she's like, you know, so yes, I do.
Okay.
I always answer my phone.
Great, that's all I have.
In reference to our question about the office, if there's office personnel in there, shouldn't the office be open, period?
I agree.
If the office is manned, the office should be open during the
It's not,
manned
it's
personnel.
women.
It's not.
Sorry, no offense. What, if the office is woman,
Don't answer the phone
is
for him.
if the office is staff, it should be open to the public, is
Yeah, we have
that
caller ID.
Is there-
Nobody's answering your call
I would
anymore.
move that we return the office to the former regular hours. We have two people in there, we can go do that. I move that we return the office to regular hours, beginning next week. I'll give them a week to settle in.
What was it they used to be?
You just made a motion?
Yeah.
Seconded.
Yeah.
What were they?
Got a motion?
What were they
8 to
for,
3:30.
Sharon? 8:30 to
8 to 3:30.
8 to 3:30? Yeah.
Starting on,
A week,
Oh, what's-
that's Monday week, whatever that is.
25th.
Yeah.
Yeah.
5 days?
No, 7 days, Frank, what the heck? This is government.
Yeah, you're coming in for 2 of them.
Got a motion and a second. How do you vote?
Mike,
Yes.
Tammy,
Yes.
Kathy,
Yes.
Doug?
Yep.
Ed?
Yeah. Okay,
Do we go home now?
any other public comment?
I move we adjourn.
Second that.
Anybody want to discuss that one? How do you vote?
Okay. Yes.
Yes, we're all yes.
Yes.
No.
I'm not gonna.
No, I mean, it's like,
And I can call Jason.
Give me a stack here.